Hmm, hmm. Oh, what's up, guys? No driving. Go, asshole. Go. What's up? There's people here. How's it going? How we doing on this lovely Sunday morning? Look at mine. Hi, Bobby. I'm all right. How are you? How are you? Jeremy? Jan? How are y'all doing? Fed, ready to go. Nice. What's up, Lisa? Police reported ahead. I don't see him. Scanner's on. I'm not hearing nothing. Nothing on the scanner. See what I'm saying here? See what I did there? See? See if she stops. Yeah, crazy. Little man in the chat? Oh, what's up, little man? Says hi.
One of our viewers said Trump wants the oil. Well, I believe recently Venezuelan oil has started flowing back to the United States. That's a reason some experts cite that they don't think there's an invasion about to happen. Hold on, let me pull this up here. Yeah, I mean, for example.
Shush, agenda free. I have no idea. I'm going to do this. Let's go. Little man says hi. Gather around the stream. It's time to cheer. Here, hold here. Yeah, the crew's all here. Little man's got the shot. A hero in the chat with man up by his side. You'll know where it's at. Little man, those crews can be superman hero. Heart of the show. Lighting up the chat. Oh, what? Holding up beer, always coming back for more. Yeah. Like a summer breeze, caring for the team. Always got your back, living out the dream. Here, holding a beer, where the fun don't stop. Little man's holding cards, taking it to the top. Little man, those crews can be superman hero. On the PC, funny, sweet, caring, he's the heart of the show. Lighting up the chat, making good vibes flow. Tricks Google Maps. Superman with flair, running down the trolls, keeping vibes in the air. Little man's got the spark like a cape in the wind, saving every stream, yeah, he's everyone's friend. Cooler than a combine, with a heart so wide, leading all the fans with that superhero pride. From the chat to the stars, he's the one we adore. Here, hold up here, always coming back for more. Hold up here, watch little man take flight, funny and caring, he's the star of the night. Mountain's got the power, keeping everything tight. Together, they're the fire that's burning so bright. Little man, always cool as can be. On lock, a superhero mod, he's as solid as a rock. Got jokes for days, making everybody grin, bringing down the house when the stream kicks in. Sweet like a stomach breeze, caring for the team. Always got your back, living out the dream. Here, hold my beer, where the fun don't stop. Little man's holding court, taking it to the top. Little man, always cool as can be. Superman hero on it, hold my BC. Funny, sweet and caring, he's the heart of the show. Lighting up the chat, making good vibes flow. He around us in the mix, Superman with flair. Running down the trolls, keeping vibes in the air. Little man's got that spark, like a king in the wind. Saving every stream, yeah, he's everyone's friend. And I see the mix, Superman with flair. Running down the trolls, keeping vibes in the air. Lemon's got the shot, a hero in the chat. With Nana by his side, you know where it's at. Cooler than a cold one, with the heart so wide. Leading all the fans with a superhero pride. From the chat to the stars, he's the one we adore. Here, hold my beer, always coming back for more. Here, hold my beer, always coming back for more. Hold my beer, always coming back for more. A hero in the chat, but not a by side, don't know where it's at, little man. Always cool as can be, superman hero, I know my beer, you see. Funny, sweet and caring, he's the heart of the show. Lighting up the chat, making good vibes flow. Little man's got the moves, keeping chats on lock. A superhero mob, he's as solid as a rock. Got jokes for days, making everybody grin. Bringing down the house, the stream kicks in. Breathe like a summer breeze, caring for the team. Always got your back, living out the dream. Here, home, up here, where the fun don't won't stop. Little man's on the court, taking me to the top. Little man, oh, he's cool as can be. Superman, hero, I am my very see. Buddy, straight and caring, he's the heart of the show. Lighting up the chat, making good vibes flow. Down is in the mix, Superman with flair. Running down the trolls, keeping vibes in the air. Little man's got that spark like a cape in the wind. Saving every screen, yeah, he's everyone's friend. Cooler than a cool one with a heart so wide. Leading all the fans with that superhero pride. Run the chat to the stars, he's the one we adore. Beer, all up here, always coming back for more. All up here, watch little man take flight. Funny and caring, he's the star of the night. God has got the power, keeping everything tight. Together they're the fire that's burning so bright. Little man, oh, he's cool as can be. Superman, hero, I am my very see. Funny, sweet and caring, he's the heart of the show. Lighting up the chat, making good vibes flow. We're all rock here where the legends unite. Little man in the night, keep the strings so right. Raise a glass, let's toast to the crew. Superman heroes, we're cheering for you. Down at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac lives my friend Lisa, she's got a knack. Stray cats gather, they know her name. She's got a heart of gold, playing the king. Bowls of kibble, she sets them out. Felines prowling, they twist and shout. One spot possum sneaking in the back. Lisa's running the cul-de-sac of cats. Cats, oh, what a scene. Lisa's the queen of this furry dream. Cookies staring through the window glass in the cul-de-sac where the strays amass. Cookies eyes closed, perched on the sill, watching Lisa with a curious thrill. Whiskers twitching, tails in a swirl. She's the hero of this wildcat world. Possum scampering, playing it cool, sneaking some scraps by Lisa's rule. Every night it's a stray cat bash in a cul-de-sac where kindness lasts. Oh, what a scene. Lisa's the queen of this furry dream. She's staring through the window glass in the cul-de-sac where the strays amass. No cats too scruffy, no strays turn away. Lisa's got love for him, come one day. From the shadows to her porch they roam. Her cul-de-sac's their forever home.
He's arguing with us about Trump. He's arguing.
Oh, what a scene. Lisa's the queen of this furry dream. Cookies staring through the window glass in the cul-de-sac where the strays amass.
Hey, Lynette.
Where the strays amass. So here's Lisa with her heart so big. Being the strays every cat's way. In a cul-de-sac where love's the fact. She's the queen of the cul-de-sac of cats.
beach. Hey, what's up, man? Howdy, howdy. Welcome in. Welcome. This kid taking a break on his bicycle on the tracks. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, kid. 1721. Let's not do that. Back to it. At least there's kids riding their bicycles in this little town, huh? It's kind of cool. Hold on, my tablet's tripping out. Yeah, they are. Bob is always ready.
She's got boots that kick up dust, but Grim ass trouble bound. Bobby's rolling with the crew, the wildest gal in town. No Bama flag in her hand, she's repping her own way. With a whole lot of gear kind of bitch, she's living for today. From Bobby's riding shotgun with a wild free soul. She's dancing in the moonlight with a cooler full of cold. Tell stories round the bonfire, worth more than solid gold. No crimson tide for this girl. She's got her own team, running wild, living loud, chasing every dream. From back roads to the bar, she's calling all the shots. Bobby's got that southern grit, she's tying all the knots. Bobby's always ready, anytime, any place, with a laugh that's loud and a fire in her face. Pass the beer, crank the gear, let the good times roll. Bobby's riding shotgun with a wild, free soul. Free soul. In the dark, the queen of the late night scene. Y'all watch this attitude, she's living the dream. Nobody holding on ropes too far.
Hey Diane, how are you?
The back road star. Bobby's always ready, anytime, any place, with a laugh that's loud and a fire in her face. Pass the beer, crank the gear, let the good times roll. Bobby's riding shotgun with a wild.
Stay at the front gate until they see you. Might have to call the number that my parents asked for me. Give them a little reminder. When they come out, he'll bring his car up to the front, meet you, and put them in his car. Take you and being the most supportive grandparents for me. I love y'all. Okay. This is it. Hello, man. Charge? Hopefully.
We love you so much. She's got the band hammer, but strong. Just the trolls quiet, moving right along. So poppin', the jack's on fire. Jan's got the spark to take it higher. Starts to rage, she's calling plays, pulling the string every single day. But making a grin, she's keeping it tight. Half charge Jan, she's the daily delight. She's the one to see, powering up every day with glee. Super command, she's taking the lead. Lots of what you do at your speed. Okay, Jan, the one-legged touch. Half-charge Jan, we love you so much. The jack gets wild and the vibes get rough. Jan's got the skills to smooth it out enough. The time now slow mo, she's got the flair. Keeping the string clean, she's everywhere. Her battle is low, now she's still a star. Half-charge Jan, she's raising the bar. Half-charge Jan, she's the one to see. Powering up every day with glee. Super command, she's taking the lead. Nightbots working to match her speed. Okay, Jan, the one-legged touch. Half-charge Jan, we love you so much.
Let me see. What happened there? Is Katie in here yet? Or cries? Somebody. What about Salty's probably sleeping. Yeah, this will bring Katie in. Here's what Katie. Just work already.
Katie's Redwood Jam. To a lively scope, rock her up, beat, country chick. Katie, queen of the chat, she's sitting in the tone. Hold my beer, she's never alone. Quick with the comeback, she's sharp as a tack. Keeper of the redwood, she's got our back. She's been there forever, our mod with a grin. Katie's the spark where the fun begins. Witty conversation, she's lighting up the feed in the hold my beer chat. She's always with the flick of her words. She'll roast you for fun, call you permafrost. Yeah, you can't run and freeze her underlid. She's got him in line. Katie's running this show, making everything shine. Katie, queen of the chat, she's sitting in the tone. Hold my beer, she's never alone. Quick with the comeback, she's sharp as a tack. Keeper of the redwood, she got our back. Out in the kitchen, she's stirring up a storm. Blackberry jam, keeping it warm. From redwood roots to the screen's bright glow. Katie's the heart of the party, stealing the show. She's got the wit to keep the whole crew in stitches. Dropping one-liners, flipping all the switches. With a laugh and a jab, she's keeping it tight. Katie's the mom who makes every night right. We're a frosted underling, we're riding her way. She's the keeper of the vibe, the one we all crave. From the redwoods tall to the jam in the jaw. Katie's our star, no matter where we are. So here's to Katie, our model, our friend. Making every moment a blast to the end. With blackberry jam and a nickname or two. Katie, this anthem's forever for you. Katie, queen of the chat, she's set in the tone. Hold my beer, she's never alone. Quick with the comeback, she's sharp as a tack. Keeper of the redwood, she got our back.
Lurkers are welcome to.
Roots to the jam in the jaw.
Of course.
Katie's the heart of the party, stealing the show. So here's to Katie, our mom, our friend, making every moment a blast to the end. With blackberry jam and a nickname or two. Katie, this anthem's forever for you.
Maybe it'll bring them to the chat. Where's cries? Oh, look at this one.
Keeping it real, dropping one-liners with a salty appeal. Gotta mean it.
That's it. No. Alright. I think I'm looking for your neighbors. The note said they were going to meet me in a car. He's pulling out in front of me. Roadrunner. Don't kill the Roadrunner. Bad luck. It's good luck to see a Roadrunner. I think it's bad luck to kill one. Definitely gotta be bad luck to kill a Roadrunner. Give me a little more room next time, guys. Don't tell me they're down there. Yeah. 47. Stay at the front gate until they see you. Why can't I go in there? They're gonna shoot me? Hold up. Am I gonna get shot if I go in there? Or are they worried about me getting stuck? Okay. They're worried about me getting stuck. Can I come up there? How's it going? for you? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Huh? I like those. What'd you do to Crystal? Yeah, she's not a Trump supporter. Like left? Why did you make her leave? Or why'd she leave? I didn't necessarily make her, but... Oh, about... It's hard to... Unless you're sitting there showing people the facts, you know. They can't... It's hard people... I don't know. Just to tell someone online that they've been lied to, who says you're not lying to them too, so... It's kind of hard. Without the receipts, you can't really prove your point. Even though it's right. Yeah, but what she believes is facts too, or she thinks they're facts as well. Even though 6 months down the line, CNN is going to follow. You know, they're going to go against what they're saying now. Oh yeah, Crystal's awesome. She needs to come back. Here, whatever you got going on, I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I'll find it on my thing and I'll prove it. What were y'all arguing about? Where am I going? I'm lost already. K-pop, what was the debate about? We're arguing? Oh. Disagreement? Why would she leave? She'll come back. If I were, she knows the answer to that. Oh. That's the only thing they have running, and it's they're quite the opposite. Oh well, he did cut it. He cut it for all the illegals. If you want to get technical, but illegals aren't supposed to get Social Security anyways. So she's half right, huh? Oh, she's right. He cut it. He just cut it for the illegals. My squirrel will tell you everything. Just listen to the squirrel. The squirrel knows all. What am I doing? It's hot in here. I need to figure out where we're going. Excuse me. Oh yeah. SHTF for them. How is that not in the shot? It's like I got no ideas. Bobby? Where's Bobby going? Oh. Bobby, are you traveling?
Rogers Fire Department, Temple Valley 14-14146, Weedell Cemetery Road, crossing Hunt Hill West, Hunt Hill Road for fire to Mission. Clear 103, 22 again. Good. Where you want me to answer? It's East 8 with 2225. Right there on Road 21.
Oh, they're gonna.
Oh, copy. What do you say?
121. 121.
Whole body 14 copy and up MD 1754.
They're doing a. I think they got some type of tactical thing going on. Let's see. I think. We will see in a second. That's true. Go ahead. There's no judgment here. I don't care either way. The future, or we will all see what's going to happen when it happens. There's no reason to fight about it now. We can't really do anything about it, so why argue? I wish things were different and everybody was told the truth, but it's not going to happen.
I 42 there. 42, go ahead. They're on the scene, they're routine.
I know God's got me, so I'm good. I do believe something's going to happen big soon, but I don't know what. I think maybe everything's going to happen big. Because Bobby's always ready. What a great song. What a great song. Where are we going? Oh, your neighbors? Heard Tom McDonald. I don't even know how to get out of here yet. Hold on. How do I get out of here? Oh. We have choices. We have to turn right. Right. Oh, I'm stopped in the middle of the road, not actually a stop sign. You take Democrat and Republican out of the vocabulary, and basically I think most of us want the same shit. We want to be left alone. We don't want the government up in our business. And people to stop killing people overseas. You want to hear Bobby's song? All right. Let's see. Let's go, Bobby. Why are you making me sign in every time? That's annoying. Bob's always ready. You don't want me to sing it? I'm a pretty good singer. But not really. terrible singer.
Rolling with the crew, the wildest gal in town, no metal flag in her hand. She's repping her own way.
Okay.
With a whole lot beer kind of dance, she's living for today. From midnight runs to raising hell, she's never backing down. A southern heart with rebel spark, she owns this side of town. Always, always ready, anytime, any place. With a laugh that's loud and a fire in her face.
Now we're gonna start buffering.
Tell stories around the bonfire, worth more than solid gold. No crimson tide for this girl. She's got her own team. Running wild, living loud, chasing every dream. Black goes through the bar, she's calling all the shots. Always got that southern grit, she's tied all the knots. Always, always ready, anytime, any place. With a laugh that's loud and a fire in her face. Pass the beer, crank the gear, let the good times roll. Always on shotgun, with a bottle of free soul. Free soul. She's the spark in the dark, queen of the late night scene. Whether y'all watch this attitude, she's living the dream. No clock can hold her, no ropes too far. Body's burning bright like a black smoke star. Body's always ready, anytime, any place. With a laugh that's loud and fire in her face. Pass the beer, crank the gear, let the good times roll. Body's on shotgun with a wild free soul. She's the body, heart of the show. With all my beer, she's ready to go. No metal fan, just a southern queen. Body's living life like a rowdy train.
He's got two of them. So does Little Man. This is probably my favorite one of all of them.
Gather in the stream, it's time to cheer. Here, hold my beer, yeah, the crew's all here. Little man's got the shot, a hero in the chat. With Nana by his side, you know where it's at. Little man, he's close to me. Superman, he'll live all easy. Funny, sweet, and caring, he's the heart of the show. I ain't on the track, but you can not flow.
Great day for an ass whooping.
Everybody grin, bringing down the house when the stream kicks in.
All right.
Sweet like a summer breeze, caring for the team. Always got your back, living out the dream. Here holding a beer, where the fun don't stop. Little man's holding cards, taking it to the top. Little man, always close to be. Superman, hero, on it, home easy. Funny, sweet, and caring, he's the heart of the show. Lying on the track, making good vibes flow. Not as in the mix, Superman with flair, running down the trolls, keeping vibes in the air. Little man's got the spark like a cape in the wind, saving every stream, yeah, he's everyone's friend. Cooler than a cold one, with a heart so wide, leading all the fans with that superhero pride. From the chat to the stars, he's the one we adore. Here, hold my beer, always coming back for more. Hold my beer, watch little man take flight, funny and caring, he's the storm of the night. Nana's got the power, keeping everything tight together. They're the fire that's burning so bright. Little man, he's close to be. Superman, hero, on it, hold easy. Funny, sweet, and caring, he's the heart of the show. Lying on the track, making good vibes flow.
I've had 13 miles till east. I never feel like forget it. That's funny, Bobby. Yeah.
Making everybody grin, bringing down the house when the stream kicks in. Sweet like a summer breeze, caring for the team. Always got your back, living out the dream. Here, holding my beer, where the fun don't stop. Little man's holding cards, taking it to the top. Little man, always close to be. Superman, hero, on it, home easy. Funny, sweet, and caring, he's a heart
headed back to town. What was the other one you wanted? You want her to try it? Let's try it. Lisa's, hold on. Thank you. Is that one or this one? Which one was it, Lisa? Ohio Road. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it.
Where 100 pairs of green eyes are staring from her lap. And if you listen closely as the crickets play their tune, you'll hear the meows and hissing.
Okay, Flip, I'll look that one up here in a minute.
Lisa's cul-de-sac of cats. A furry neighborhood, now imagine that. Tabbies and calicos, a Siamese or two. Even a possum sneaks in when the sun is through. They're hungry for love and for treats and a nap. Life's never lonely in Lisa's cul-de-sac of cats. There's Boots and Missy chasing at her feet. Old Tom in the rocking chair, fast asleep. Marmalade by the window, pawing at the glass, and a possum at the food bowl, eating with the cats. Lisa just laughs, her heart big as the sky. She pours another helping, never asking why. Yeah, Lisa's cul-de-sac of cats. Some got their thing. Lisa's rich and kittens calling out her name. Neighbors just smile and tip their hats. Blessed is the lady with the cul-de-sac of cats. So if you're feeling lonesome or stuck in the blues, head down Lisa's way, you got nothing to lose. Grab a can of tuna, bring your heart intact.
That.
Friendship and laughter in the
I was never country before either. Even with all the cow chicken.
Hungry for love and for treats and a nap. Life's never lonely, at least it's cul-de-sac. chair, fast asleep on a lake by the window, pawing at the glass and a possum at the food bowl, eating with the cats. Lisa just laughs, her heart big as the sky. She pours another help, never asking why. Of cats.
Cats. Alright, let's see.
Some folks got their riches, some got their fame.
Same song.
Lisa's rich and kittens calling out her name. Neighbors just smile and tip their hats. Blessed is the lady with the cul-de-sac.
That's it. The lady with the cul-de-sac of cats.
So if you're feeling lonesome, stuck in the blues, head down Lisa's way, you got nothing to lose. Grab a can of tuna, bring your heart intact, find friendship and laughter in the cul-de-sac of cats.
It's got some good one-liners.
Just a Texas road, just past the county line.
It thinks that you're in Texas, though. Well, yes, you are now, right now. I like in Little Man's song where it says, "We're here, hold my beer, where legends unite." A bit. What was the name of that song? I think. All right, Diane. Is it? Well, Sky's here. We have to play her song real quick. I'm looking for that other song real quick. Chris cries. Well, is K-pop still here? So an hour whooping, that doesn't make any sense. This could be the chat where lurkers become chatters. Oh, Steve Ram's live. Worldwide Trimmers. Here you go, Jan.
Today is August
31st,
2025.
24 minutes ago.
The earthquakes are jolting the entire world today. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest coming out on this, and also a mega quake warning coming out in an unexpected place. Let me share with you the latest headlines so that way you can see it for yourself as we are seeing the world trembling. Now, first take a look at this coming out today, August 31st.
Be safe, Bobby.
Small earthquake gives the Bay Area a jolt on Sunday morning today, and they are talking about San Francisco, California. You can see this coming out from the SF gate. Also, a series of earthquakes. Now, I shared this with you 2 days ago when it came out. Shook northern Nevada. The largest has been downgraded to a 4.8 magnitude, downgraded as a series of earthquakes over and over and over, jolting Nevada. And we actually saw clips. We were hearing warnings that the fault line there, the ground was actually splitting apart. The earth was crumbling under the repeated shaking that was happening, and they were warning that the earth is
Jan's our earthquake expert.
Splitting apart as a result of the quakes that were happening over and over. Now, also some major quakes hitting today. Take a look. A new 6.0 magnitude earthquake shakes southeastern Afghanistan near the Pakistan border. A magnitude 6.0 earthquake has shaken southeastern Afghanistan near Pakistan, according to the USGS. Here's another one. Afghan shaken by 6.0 magnitude earthquake near the Pakistan border. And also coming out today, 5 hours ago, a 5.9 magnitude earthquake hits the South Sandwich Islands.
That's the sandwiches.
And also a new mega earthquake hotspot could be forming beneath the Atlantic Ocean.
Sandwiches.
Very, very fascinating, because we've been hearing for quite some time warnings of the Pacific Ring of Fire, but now there are new warnings about megaquakes that could be coming out here. Coming out in the Atlantic. And this is very interesting because a lot of people have noted that it seems strange that we are seeing earthquakes happening in Maine, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina. We are seeing a lot of East Coast quakes that are popping up that seems unusual, and they're hitting more frequent and more often than normal. And right now we are seeing, it seems like every other day, if not every single day, 6.0, 7.0, 8.0, 8.8 magnitude earthquakes that are triggering tsunami warnings, tectonic plate movements, parades of volcanoes erupting is what we are hearing. And now we're seeing this not just taking place in the Pacific Ring of Fire, but all over the world, and also an Atlantic Ocean mega earthquake warning just being released as well. Man, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I've had a lot of people message me, sending me DMs on Instagram or messages on my Facebook page, letting me know, Steve, this is a sign and a warning from God. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? If you think that this is just natural, that this is just events that are happening, just put a 1. If you think there is some sort of warning coming out from God or a higher power, put a 2. Let me know your thoughts. Now, I've also had people DM me saying that this is weather control, this is some sort of man-made manipulation, there are nuclear underground tests that are taking place and there are bombs going off. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, do you think that this is of natural causes? If so, put a 1. If you think it's from God, put a 2. If you think it's something else, put a 3. Let me know your thoughts. Now, I'm going to dive into the articles, and as always, I cite all of my sources. So everything I'm going to be sharing with you today, you're going to see it has come out in the last 48, 24 hours roughly. Today's August 31st, 2025. They're going to be hyperlinked in the description, so you're going to be able to click the hyperlinks, go read the articles, see the dates, the sources for yourself. I'm going to put it on the screen, read right from it directly, so that way you can know and rest assured that this is the latest information coming out. Now, if you appreciate these updates, letting you know about all the warnings that are coming out, do me a favor. Before we dive in, please take a quick second. If you haven't done so yet, I see we got about 2,500 people on with me live. If you could please click that thumbs up like button. Just takes a second, and that simple gesture really helps out my channel a ton while we're live. It just spreads this out further across the YouTube platform. Also, to stay up to date, pretty much doing daily updates almost now because of all the things that are going on in our world, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. All you got to do is subscribe and just keep an eye out for videos pretty much on a daily basis now as to what's going on with global conflict around the world with Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Iran, North Korea, South Korea, China, Taiwan. Also, we've got legislation coming out. We've got issues here in the United States. We've got the National Guard that's being deployed. We also have earthquakes all over the place. Talks about tariff tips, stimulus checks, social security increases, and all sorts of things going on right now.
Y'all go follow Ram. He's some followers.
Keeping you up to speed here on the channel. So to stay up to date, hit that subscribe button. But let's go ahead and get right to it. And I see what's next is saying it's the Earth core right now is being activated. And yes, that's one of the things that we've heard as well, is that back in March of 2025, we had heard that scientists are now saying they believe that they're onto something here, that the tectonic activity and the movement in the plates is actually being triggered by the sun, that the solar mass coronal ejections, I forget what they call them, the CPEs, the coronal mass ejection, CMEs, they're actually causing some sort of activity in our Earth's core and among our plates, in the magnetic poles, and they're saying they believe it's directly tied to that. And right now we're seeing a lot of activity coming from the sun, and they're saying that's why we're seeing so much activity happening here on Earth with volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, ring of fire warnings, Pacific and now Atlantic as well. So let me know your thoughts again. If you think this is that, put a 1. If you think this is God, put a 2. If you think it's something else, put a 3. And hit that like button. But let's go ahead and cover this so that way you can see the latest. And I see somebody else saying that these are groups that are wanting to do harm to us, that are after our oil. Let me go ahead and share with you the latest. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this one first here. We're going to start off with the west coast of the United States. Small earthquake gives the Bay Area a jolt on Sunday morning today. Now this article says a small earthquake gave the East Bay residents a quick jolt early Sunday morning. The earthquake had a preliminary magnitude of 2.6 according to the USGS, so very small quake, but still a lot of shaking happening around the world today. The quake struck at approximately 5:05 a.m. and its epicenter was just north of the Clark Kerr campus in Berkeley. The Hayward Fault runs under the East Bay Hills and through parts of the UC Berkeley campus, including directly under Memorial Stadium. No damage was reported as a result of the seismic activity. So luckily no damage, but an earthquake happening in San Francisco, California today. Now, in addition to that, I shared with you that we had a series of earthquakes that have hit in Nevada, and this is actually where we saw the ground splitting apart, and they were warning about the faults that were there breaking and moving and causing gaping holes in the ground. A series of earthquakes shake northern Nevada, largest downgraded to a 4.8 magnitude, still some pretty heavy, serious earthquakes. Now you can see here, multiple earthquakes shook northern Nevada, with the strongest being felt as far as Boise. The strongest earthquake hit on Saturday about 32 miles north of Valmy. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the earthquake was originally classified as a 5.3 magnitude and then downgraded a few hours later Now, people feeling the quake as far west as Wells in Elko County and as east as Winnemucca. Multiple individuals even reported feeling the quake as far north as Boise. And you can see here the cluster of all the quakes that have been hitting, multiple earthquakes that shook that area, all in the same spot, over and over, repeated small earthquakes hitting. This earthquake was the strongest of a string of quakes in the area. Since Thursday, the USGS officials have recorded more than 20 earthquakes, all within West Elko County. So just repeated shaking over and over, hitting in the same area, which is why they were saying the ground appears to be opening up and splitting apart. The majority were between 2.5 to 3.8 magnitudes, according to the USGS, with the largest now recorded as of 4.8 magnitude. Officials said updating an earthquake's magnitude in the hours after a quake is not uncommon.
Trying to get us
They
a
said
celebrity
this is
guest.
part of the standard procedure as more data is collected and analyzed. Now, there are physical and operational constraints on how quickly seismic data are available to the USGS, the site said. As additional data becomes available and are processed, the earthquake magnitude and location are refined and updated. So there you have it, giving updates on those series of quakes that were hitting all over in Nevada. Now also, let's take a look at this. A major earthquake just hitting today in Afghanistan, near the Pakistan border, a 6.0 earthquake. This one coming out from ABC News today, just a couple of hours ago. A magnitude 6.0 earthquake has shaken southeastern Afghanistan near Pakistan border, according to the USGS. Now the article reads, a magnitude 6.0 earthquake shook southeastern Afghanistan near the Pakistan border late Sunday, according to the USGS. The quake's epicenter was 36 kilometers, 22 miles north of Basawul, Afghanistan, and it had a depth of 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles. The USGS said it struck at 11:47 p.m. local time on Sunday with no damage immediately reported. So luckily no damage has come from this 6.0. A magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck Afghanistan on October 7, 2023, along with strong aftershocks. The Taliban government estimated that at least 4,000 people lost their lives. The UN gave a far lower figure, about 1,500. It was the deadliest natural disaster to strike Afghanistan in recent memory. So, again, we're hearing that these are some serious quakes that we haven't seen for quite some time that are causing a lot of concern, as these are not small quakes. Major 6.0, even 7.0, 8.0 earthquakes being recorded. Here's another article, this one coming out from CBS. Afghanistan shaken by a 6.0 magnitude earthquake near the Pakistan border. Now, a magnitude 6.0 earthquake shook southeastern Afghanistan near Pakistan border late Sunday, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The quake's epicenter was 22 miles north of Baswal, Afghanistan, and it had a depth of 6.2 miles, the USGS said. It struck around 11:47 p.m. local time on Sunday. Now, Rahimi, a spokesperson for the Nangarhar Public Health Department, said 15 people were injured and taken to the local hospital for treatment. There was a second quake some 20 minutes later in the same province with a magnitude of about 4.5 and a depth of 10 kilometers that struck. Now, Afghanistan is located near the junction of the Eurasian and Indian tectonic plates, and it is often impacted by earthquakes. A magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck Afghanistan on October 7th of 2023, along with a strong aftershock. And it is reporting the same sort of information we saw, that they recorded 4,000 perished, yet they said the UN reported 1,500. More than 90% of those that lost their lives were women and children, UNICEF said. In June of 2022, a 5.9 magnitude earthquake struck parts of eastern Afghanistan, killing more than 1,000 people and injuring more than 1,500 others as well. So a major one hitting in Afghanistan, and also just a little while ago today as well, 5.9 magnitude earthquake hits South Sandwich Islands. Take a look at this. This is the area between Antarctica and South America, and we actually had seen another major quake that had hit not too long ago in that same region. An earthquake with a magnitude 5.9 struck near the South Sandwich Islands on Sunday, according to the United States Geological Survey. The quake was recorded at a depth of 84.6 kilometers at 4:24 p.m. UTC. Its epicenter was registered in the region of the volcanic islands that have no native population and are a part of the British Overseas Territory of South Georgia and of South Sandwich Islands. The U.S. Tsunami Warning Center issued no tsunami warning following the earthquake. So, good news on that, because some of the other ones that we've seen recently, they have triggered tsunami warnings. A lot of concerns about that Pacific Ring of Fire and the waves that could be washing over and causing a lot of damage and destruction. Yet we're hearing that what has unfolded today, they're saying no tsunami warning at this time. Now, also, as I mentioned,
I guess we need to come here when it's sunny.
Are you more concerned about the Pacific or the Atlantic for major earthquakes and tsunamis? If Pacific, put a P. If Atlantic, put an A. Let me know your thoughts, but we've heard a lot of warnings about the Pacific Ring of Fire. But take a look at this article coming out here. It says a mega earthquake hotspot could be forming beneath the Atlantic Ocean. This is very fascinating to hear that the Atlantic now is having these warnings. We've been seeing a lot of East Coast quakes in the United States, but it is typically in the Pacific.
I want to go
where we
fishing
see
so bad.
these mega quakes coming out, but now there are warnings about the Atlantic
Soon.
part of the world as well. Mysterious earthquakes
That
in
looks
the
like
region
freaking
have
Murphy
long gone unexplained.
with longer
Now it
legs.
says a new tectonic fault could be emerging beneath the
Damn dog.
Atlantic Ocean, raising the risk of powerful earthquakes and tsunamis that could ripple across the basin. That's according to a new study that was published this week in Natural Geoscience. For centuries, scientists have puzzled over why Portugal has suffered such huge earthquakes despite lying far from the world's major fault lines.
Yeah, that's about enough
That would be
Steve
in the
I can handle.
Pacific. Now, on the 1st of November in 1755...
It started with a flicker just, a faint blip in the data. Something cold, silent, and fast, moving through our solar system in a way nothing ever had before. Telescopes from...
Oh, this.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys over to California. You
Who was
guys
I
are going
we're talking
see
to someone.
a very strange sequence of events that involves fog that almost look like electric fog that caused a power outage.
Chris.
You're also going to see...
Did you watch what I put in
itself had
the beer hive?
to this new headline that just came out. Well, Metro Police by President Trump does in fact involve cleaning out the underground satanic networks as well as petty crime and homelessness on the streets. Turns out that, as we've reported on this over the past couple of months here on the show, that these underground satanic tunnels underneath Washington, D.C., and actually members of the House of Representatives have... Well, our next guest says that everyone is missing the true intention of Trump locking down Washington, D.C., trying to federalize the police force there and take things over, trying to eradicate crime. He says to pay attention to
This is the
Trump's
first part of it.
words. In yesterday's press release, Trump said, quote, "I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back," end quote. Dr. Michael Salla says everyone is missing the real story here. There is a hidden intent in his press briefing to liberate Washington, D.C. from the satanic forces that have run D.C. since its establishment. And Dr. Salla says it all has to do with Masons that built Washington, D.C. and were infiltrated by dark forces. So to help educate us on this topic and dive deep on this, so many people have been asking. Bring up the Masons on a regular basis in our comments feed. Dr. Michael Salla. Michael, it's great to see you again. I haven't seen you in quite a while. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Great to be back.
So, can you explain, as we look at this unfinished pentagram here on the show, on this map, can you explain to me, like, first of all, what are we looking at here, and why do you think that this is a deeper move by President Trump to stop these demonic forces in Washington, D.C.?
Well, that dates back to the design of Washington, D.C. by a French architect, Pierre Bonfim, who was a Freemason. And the Freemasons understood the power of symbols, occult symbols, such as the pentagram, which is a way of being
The
able
streets are
to
like
create a
in shape
power
of a pentagram at the
vortex
Capitol.
for various ceremonies. And so, as far as the Freemasons associated with George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were concerned, they thought that this Freemason symbol would kind of like help establish or promote their idea of the new Atlantis, that America was the new Atlantis. It would be a place of high technology, abundance, and show the way for the rest of the planet. But what happened was that the Freemasons were infiltrated at the higher levels, and this is something that I've been able to confirm, that Freemasonry today at the 33-degree level, those that achieve that rank typically have very positive views about Freemasonry and helping establish their goals, their positive goals. But at that level, 33rd degree, they are introduced to the deeper, darker mysteries, and they swear allegiance to these satanic forces. And these satanic forces are connected to extraterrestrial life that many Freemasons at that higher level believe who it was that established the ruling bloodline families going all the way back to Sumeria, Babylon, and so forth. And so these ruling bloodline families, they believe that they are the direct descendants of the gods, or the Anunnaki, the fallen angels, whatever you want to call them, and that those who are worthy of the truth will be initiated into those truths. So that's how they established secret societies. But it is something that is segregated from the most practitioners of Freemasonry.
The redacted one.
About this up until the 33 degree.
We're actually listening to the first part of that one.
Progress beyond that, then they're initiated into the
I don't know what else I sent in.
practices that
Let me see.
what enables a lot of these ruling bloodline families to get their power and to control
Oh yeah,
the rest of the world.
Not the
You know, a
ADHD
lot of
one,
people
the
in
other
the
one.
chat room are saying you're spot on about this, and there's some really deep, dark forces here with this. And a lot of people in our chat room saying that this even goes much higher than sort of like the levels that we know about in Freemasonry. There's like a whole other section of levels inside of this. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that. A number of people in our chat room are saying that.
Yes, well, those that progress beyond the 33 degree level, they are initiated into.
You can listen to this one. It's the first part of that one.
Dealing with extraterrestrial technology, ancient builder race technologies, and even being a part of these meetings with visiting extraterrestrials. There are both positive and negative extraterrestrials. The US government in the 1950s under the Eisenhower administration made agreements with some of these extraterrestrial races, and they have joint projects. So people who are initiated at those higher Freemasonry levels are part of those classified programs. People call them unacknowledged special access programs, and they will go wherever there's a crashed UFO, wherever an extraterrestrial is captured, wherever they find some ancient technology, such as in Antarctica and so forth.
I figured
there will always be a high level Freemason there above the 33 degree level who will essentially kind of like take control of the situation. And you have the military, which is merit-based. Obviously, they are also having a very keen interest in all of these technologies and these extraterrestrials that are part of how the planet is governed. And so there's a power struggle between these high-level Freemasons above 33 degree and the military, the rank-and-file military, who want to take control of these advanced technologies for the betterment of
the kid just
society.
busted his ass in the mud next to me.
And so this power struggle, I think, is what's reflected in what's happening in Washington, D.C. now. I think Trump federalizing police in Washington, D.C. has much more to do than just dealing with criminals, petty crime, homeless vagrants, and so forth in Washington, D.C. This is the move that the White Hat's been waiting for, to finally take out the satanic cults that are in charge of Washington, D.C., and of these deep, dark projects that are all about control of these advanced extraterrestrial technologies. And the pentagram that you showed earlier on is vividly demonstrates how this was, from the very beginning, envisaged by these higher level Freemasons. Now many critics will say, well, that's not a pentagram.
He fell down right next to the truck.
Else, because you don't see it joined. You see the line from that one of the lines doesn't extend across to complete the pentagram. Well, actually, in occult circles, this is described as an incomplete or broken pentagram. Now, a pentagram normally is something that you can use to protect yourself from satanic forces, but the broken pentagram is an invitation for satanic forces to come out. And so you have that pentagram immediately above Washington, D.C. And I think this is what the intent was from the very beginning, that at some point Washington, D.C. would
59 bucks an ass.
be subverted from its goal of, or the original intent was to establish the new Atlantis, something positive and hopeful for all humanity. But instead,
when there is a sun,
pentagram,
this would be a good spot for when it sets.
Establishment of these satanic groups in Washington, D.C.
Wait.
that control the power elite there, it became the center for this very aggressive American imperialism, which we have witnessed all around the world. But I think Donald Trump, he's working with these very positive white hat forces, the Earth Alliance, to take Washington, D.C. back and to remove these satanic groups from the power they hold. And they are very, very dark and very powerful, but they can't be removed from power.
Well, we know how deeply dark.
Were you supposed to tell us about this talk, Bobby?
DC. I mean, just hear the horror stories, these parties, all sorts of really disgusting stuff that happens in Washington, D.C., whether it's, on the child trafficking side or just these weird parties. It's really deeply disturbing. So based on your research, you know so many of these insiders.
Yep. We put Chris to work.
And other members, you believe that Trump is on
She's now banned somebody and also gave points out.
Yeah, totally. We know now that Trump's been briefed about this positive extraterrestrial alliance called the Galactic Federation. We know that from Professor Haim Eshed. David Grush has also said that Trump was briefed, and we also know from an Italian newspaper, Espresso, that said that Trump was briefed about Project Preserve Destiny. And Trump was told by the Galactic Federation that in order for disclosure to happen, in order for all of these advanced technologies to be released and the extraterrestrials to show themselves, that global peace has to be established, and then that's going to enable these advanced technologies to be released. And so to establish global peace, he has to remove the satanic deep state, which is behind all the wars and the imperialism that's been happening under the American flag for many, many decades. And that's what he's trying to do now with all these peace agreements. He's meeting with President Putin on Friday in Alaska. All of that is deeply symbolic about this white hat effort, this effort by Christians, leaders that believe in Christian values and in a positive future for America and for the planet, to come together and to remove these very dark Satanists from power wherever they are.
What are you saying?
So I think that's really what's happening right now in Washington, D.C. And in order for Trump to succeed and move not just the United States, but the whole planet into this future where we have open contact, then he has to bring about world peace.
It all started with reports from the Temple Police Department about a reckless driver on I-35. Dashcam footage from DPS trooper Brody Telfer shows his attempt to pull over the suspect, later identified as 53-year-old John Schultz. Telfer's car can be seen running into Schultz's truck, but the suspect refuses to stop. He then drives for several miles on I-14 before getting off in the grass, heading straight for Killeen Mall. After just 1 minute of circling the parking lot, Schultz drives directly through the entrance
Holy
of
shit.
JCPenney. Telfer immediately rushes into action.
Out of the way! Out of the way! Out of the way!
The truck continues barreling through the store, leaving behind a path of destruction.
My
After
God.
shots are fired, the truck reverses back before driving further into the mall. We're choosing to pause the video here as police fire their weapons, since the footage is graphic in nature. However, we are still playing some of the gunfire you hear on the video. You can hear several gunshots from Trooper Telfer and other responding officers. The truck then drives further into the mall before coming to a stop, with its wheels spinning, filling the mall with smoke. Officers approach and remove Schultz from the vehicle, placing him in handcuffs. Inside the truck, the video shows what appears to be several bottles of pills and a bottle of vodka. As Trooper Telfer begins making his way out of the mall, several shoppers can be seen on the ground, injured and receiving medical assistance. Officials later confirming 5 people were hurt, including several people in this family. None of the victims died. The suspect, John Schultz, died after being shot multiple times. It all started.
What that just happened? Today? That's crazy. Whoa, okay. Catching up on some crazy ass shit that just happened. Are you fighting with Nightbot? Don't make me choose between you two. What? What's wrong with the laptop? Sell it. Sell the. You said tablet, right? That was in the car next to him? Holy shit. I would end up. Hmm. I don't know what I would have done. You're not using the laptop? It's special, alright. Alright, I'll stop interrupting y'all's conversation because I'm way behind, I guess. Sorry. I need an AI or a co-pilot to read me the comments. That would have been a crazy chase. Is Ricky in here? Ricky? No? There was a high, I wonder if it would do it. Um, a chase all the way from here to Dallas. That would have been awesome. But I probably had to stop for gas 3 or 4 times. I thought they went into the Temple Mall, but they went into the Colleen Mall just a minute ago. I don't think we can watch that. Probably not. Huh? This might offend everybody. Lisa, are you watching Salty Cracker? No. Now we're gonna bash men and robots. He is live. It might not be. It might offend some people on this channel. Maybe. This is. I had a coworker. I guess we'll call her. She's a friend, coworker. We were sitting around bullshitting. She's bashing people, men and everything. And I just said, "You're lucky we even let you vote." And I got slapped so hard. I was just kidding, but it really pushed the right button. This is my only real slap from a woman across the face. I couldn't stop laughing. It was, oh man, it was a good. It just, I should have thought before I said anything, but it was too good to pass up. You know, I thought it was funny. The women didn't think it was funny. This was 20 years ago, and it was hilarious. Oh man, I can't stop laughing about it today. Yeah, I said it. And there wasn't even really a pause. All you heard was it was awesome. You know it was good then. And of course, she was the only girl kind of around, and all the other guys thought it was great. They looked at me shocked. Hey, if you can't handle it, don't dish it out. You know, what's the saying? If you can't take it, don't dish it out. Something. No. We were still friends. She's lucky I let her stay my friend. Oh boy, the short bus. I'm kidding. If she ever watches this, man, I can't remember. She was saying something. I'm sure it was political. So this is Austin, Texas, too, where this happened when I was working. She said something. I don't know. It had to have been political because yeah, it just pops right out. Just like I don't remember thinking about it. It's like you're lucky we even let you vote. And this was what 20 years ago. So still, the ladies haven't been able to vote that long. I don't think. I need to brush up on my history a little bit. Yeah, but don't say that in Austin without expecting to get slapped. I guess working at Applebee's, such a serious topic we had going on there. Oh, we were sitting at the bar. I can remember it perfectly, except for what we're talking about. Her name was Tanya. Hissed like a girl. Good times. That was like, remember that thing y'all thought was on fire? That was, hold on, where am I? Where, those are some of the best years of my life living in Austin. Back when it wasn't what it is now. I had so much fun. So Fox and the Hound, and that's where my buddy that gave me that Australian that pendant. He worked at Fox and the Hound. He also worked at Applebee's. Serrano's. Oh my gosh, there's so many stories. Twitchy Bitchy was from Serrano's. She had epilepsy. She knew her nickname. It's okay. What a blast. I think that time period I wouldn't do anything different. I think that would be, well, so there's some things. But what a blast. Epilepsy. Okay. Epileptic. Oh, hold your ears. That's all you had to say? Okay. Got it on repeat. Talk to her. Was that weird? Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go into if she gave me a hot tour or not. Karate chop. I'm catching up on chat. She can't say. That probably was a random comment out of nowhere, and it was really weird for everybody to hear. Chief Haktua, good to see you. How? Chief Haktua, chief of the tribe. Hits for no reason. Slaps for no reason. When did they paint that HEV? Had to have been 2 days ago. So weird. Just slap a hoe. The hoe that slap a hoe. The the hoe that slaps. The hoe that slaps. She slapped me. We're going to a huge what do you call that stuff that comes out of there? Steam. I don't think it would last in the air that long, but whatever. Making its own clouds. We're going to a cloud maker. It's not a cloud. Well, I guess it is a cloud now. Technically, I don't know how that works. I'm going to show you all where it's coming from. Supreme Pizza from Chief Hot Duo. AI is real. Real neat. They just opened up. They had to just open that plant up. Let's go check it out. This is new to me. All this stuff right here is new. Let me show you. Do the lights look brighter? I think it's our power plant. I know there's a way to get back there. Spy on it. I'm gonna go this way. Come around the backside. Give her a good backside look. Sneak up. Sneak up on the backside of it. I wonder if they just turned it on today. Ooh, shit. It was a deeper hole than I thought. Someone decided to come through that fence. Huh. That must have been flying. Is someone walking? How does this person know about my secret spot? Oh, it's definitely a cop. Oh, just turn around. She's from the cop area. I think she held the door for me earlier, yesterday. I remember. See that fence? That one too. What is with these fences that fell down? Something happened over here. That one too. Tell me, are you seeing these fences? 3 houses with fences down. What the hell happened? When was the last storm? There's another one. And another one. Huh. Maybe it was one of the mini tornadoes that came through there. You heard of them, right? I don't know, but it's recent because those fences are still hanging on. It must have had a little storm last night or something. Uh, yeah, I think last night probably. There's your blades, your bird killers. That's gonna save you. Your tornado siren, siren. Look, can y'all see this? Wait, hold on. Let me turn y'all that way. That, all that is new. It's all new. Except the one to the left. On the right, that stuff where that's coming out of is new. That was there. Wait, yeah. And then the other one, that was new. Weird. They are building stuff extremely fast. Or I'm just not noticing it. Sandy, no one knows my real name. I guess it's on there, huh? It's it's permafrost. Permafrost. Where is Katie? And where is my celebrity guest? I think he has to work tonight. Yep, y'all are always right. Yep, always. That's why I said you're always right. I would never argue with y'all. Uh-oh. Look who it is. Hello. 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 How many hellos does it take to make a salty happy? Man, that roar. Roar. See, Bobby, I agree that I'm right. So why argue? Ever. Ever. Huh. Well, which one was it? You saw it up there. Bobby said it. Saw it. Waking up is hard. Take forever to get through.
Keeping it real, dropping one-liners with that salty appeal. Got a mean ass kitty, claws like a knife. Mess with a crew, you can't run with a life. She'll roast you for fun, leave you in stitches. Her wit so sharp, it's flipping the switches from means to shade. She's keeping it lit, salty breakfast, sparking the group chat split. Salty she's running the show. Hold up here we go. Quick with a quick, she'll steal your thunder. Say hello, she'll drag you under. Drag you under. Cat's got an attitude just like its mom. Hissing and spitting a furry little bomb. But Salty's the boss, she's rubbing that beast. Back that kitty, you're in for a beast. She keeps the substance on the chat, moving with a grin that's fly and a heart that's true. Salty rapper, I'll stare at you. Don't cross her path,
Does
don't
it?
test your luck. She blows you so hard, you'll be stuck in the muck. With a wink and Salty grabs the champ, second to none. Salty she's running the
This one's better anyways. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's that one. Yeah, they just turned that on. Huh? Mean ass kitty. Katie doesn't get her song until she shows up. Just think, if you subscribe, you might get a song too. Alright, I've been streaming 2.5 hours. I can't keep driving around financially. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Hey, it's, look at that cloud. That's a pollution cloud. If something pops off or something, I'll come back later tonight. Thank you, mods. Thank you for everybody for joining. Thanks for cracking me up. That tablet is getting sent back. It just died again. Lisa, my tablet has sympathy crashes. Hope y'all have a swell evening. Go check out Salty Cracker. He's he's fun. But yeah, I appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you later. Much love. Peace out.